Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be reviewing Sleek's new Distorted Dreams collection. So I had a few requests in my drugstore video to do a review on this little collection, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, this one is for you guys. So yeah, what I'm going to do is start off with a highlighting palette and then go on to the lip products. If you want to see a review on this collection, then stick around and we'll just get started. So this is what the highlighting palette looks like, and you would have already seen this if you did watch my drugstore haul. If you haven't seen that video, then I will link it down below in the description box. But for anybody who hasn't seen that, then this is what the palette looks like. Really pretty palette with really kind of unusual shades inside. So as you can see there, we have some pinks, some greens and some purples and a one gold shade there. So we also have a nice big mirror at the top there, which is great for travelling. These three shades here are the cream shades, and then this one and this one are the powders. So yeah, for the cream ones I'm going to use a sponge, and then for the powder ones I'm just going to use a brush. So I'm going to start off with one of the cream shades, and I'm going to take one of these sponges here, which are from Real Techniques. These are their little mini eraser sponges. So I'm just going to wet this a little bit with some MAC Fix Plus. Get that a little bit damp. Okay, so I'm going to pick up some of this shade here, which is like a champagne colour with a hint of pink in there, and I'm just going to apply it to this cheekbone. Okay, so there we have that shade on the cheekbone, and this is like a pinky highlight. It's not my preferred shade of highlight for my actual skin tone, but it is really nice. It's not like super intense though. I think if you add a little bit of the pink powder on top of it, it will go a little bit more intense. So that is what I'm going to try next, but so far that is what we have. Hopefully the camera is picking it up, but yeah, it's really nice. Like, you don't really see anything when you're looking straight at your face, but then when you turn to the side you see that really glowing and pop on the cheek. Okay, so as I said, I'm going to add a little bit of the powder shade here, this kind of pinky purpley powder shade, and I'm going to apply that right on top just to see if it like intensifies it. Okay, wow, that is intensifying. Now this has a lot more sort of purple in it, which is actually really nice. Yeah, that's what we have. That is really pretty. I think that would be absolutely amazing for like a really glam look, for a night out and stuff like that. Now I'm just going to take that sponge again and just run that over the top of it. Just using the sponge to sort of like smush the cream and the powder shades together. But yeah, that is like so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to take another one of these little sponges, and I'm going to wet that with some Fix Plus. Now this time I'm going to use the greeny cream shade, which is this one here. I'm going to use that on this cheek, and I'm just going to apply that. Now I actually don't really like these cream shades themselves, to be honest. I actually think they look a little bit better. Like this side I knew it looked a lot better once I put the powder on top. So this is what the green one looks like there, and this one is okay. I do think the pink one looks a little bit better just now, but again, this one doesn't have any powder on it yet, but this one's sort of like a greeny goldeny shade, which is still really nice. I just don't really like how it's applied, you know, the cream. Like, I feel like the cream is a little bit, just a little bit patchy on its own. I'm going to go on top of that with the gold shade. So this gold shade up the top there, I'm going to pick some of that up and I'm going to apply that on top of the green. Okay, yeah, that's looking better now that I've put that on top. So yeah, that's what we've got there now, and that looks like a lot better. It looks really pretty now. And I'm just going to take the sponge and just smush the two shades together. Okay, so far they're looking really pretty. So I have applied the cream underneath and then applied the powder on top, and I do think you're best like to do that really. Once you apply the powder on top, it sort of like intensifies the cream a bit more. Like the cream gives the powder a little bit of a like kind of base, like something to sort of like stick to and sort of like make the powder really stand out. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take a little bit of this pinkish powder again. I'm going to apply that into my inner corners. Okay, that's not too bad. Doesn't really go with this eye look, to be honest, but it is actually not too bad. In the inner corner it's nice and bright. As you can maybe see, it has really brightened this inner corner. Yeah, really pretty. Okay guys, I'm going to take a little bit of this creamy champagne pink shade, and I'm going to apply that with my finger on my kind of brow bone. Okay, so that's really nice for the brow bone. There is like a little hint of pink there when you sort of turn to the side, which matches the inner corners. Again, this would look a lot nicer if I did a different eye look on. Like, it doesn't really go with the brown, but something kind of like a kind of champagne eye look, something a little bit more pinky, it would look really, really pretty with. But yeah, they are really, really nice on the eyes though. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of that gold shade and I'm going to put it onto my nose, my cupid's bow, and a little bit on my chin as well. Okay, so that's really nice on the nose and the chin there. It really sort of like highlights the centre of your face, which is really, really nice. I do like the gold shade on my nose there. Yeah, really, really pretty. Loving that. Okay guys, that's me applied all of the shades but one onto my face, and overall I'm really, really liking it. Like, my favourite shade from it is the gold shade though. Like, the gold powder shade is probably my favourite. Now I do love the pink. Like, the pink is really nice on the cheeks as well. It's also great for the inner corner and brow bone. You could just apply the gold shade there as well. But overall, the shades that I really like in this palette are the pink powder, the gold powder, and the kind of pinky champagne cream shades. They are absolutely gorgeous. Now, it's not a palette I would say to pick up for an everyday highlight. If you like something a little bit more quirky, then definitely give this a go. I mean, the shades in it are really pigmented and everything. Like, you do get like a really nice glowing highlighting look with it. But yeah, it's not an everyday palette at all. I mean, the only shade I think you could use in here, in fact, two shades you could use in here every day are probably the gold powder and possibly this champagne pink creamy shade. But yeah, so let's move on to the lip shades. Okay, so here's what the lip creams look like from the Distorted Dreams collection. So these are the Matte Me Metallic lip creams. So as you can see, they are quite funky shades. They are kind of like pinky purples and bronzy shades. The first shade I'm going to swatch is the Volcanic shade. So that's what it looks like there. So we have like a doe foot applicator going on. Okay guys, so there is the shade Volcanic. Now, I've never ever worn a shade like this on my lips before. Now, this is actually like a really, really cool shade. It is like a purple shade, but it's got like a hint of grey in there, and also has like a little hint of blue as well. It's very, very, very different. I mean, it's the shade Volcanic, so it does sort of have that kind of grey, rocky kind of look to it. Yeah, like I said, I've never worn a shade like this before, and I'm actually really, really liking it. It's something very different, something very unusual. It goes amazing with that pink highlight in the inner corner there. Okay guys, the next shade we have is Rustic Rose. So that's what that one looks like there. Okay guys, so there we have the shade Rusted Rose. Now, this one is quite similar to the last one, however this one is a little bit more sort of like purpley, like it has a bit more of a berry kind of rosy shade in there, which is really, really nice. So this one's a little bit warmer than the last one. This one looks a little bit more metallic than the last one. Something very different, something quite unique, and yeah, really nice. Okay guys, and the last shade we have is Roaming Copper, so that's what that one looks like there. So there we have the shade Roaming Copper. This one I absolutely love. This one is really, 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 really nice. I really do like this shade. It reminds me a lot of a Colourpop liquid lipstick I have. I think it might be, now is it DM? I'm not too sure, something like that. This would look amazing with like a brownie, coppery like eye look. I think it would just, oh, I think it would be amazing. Yeah, absolutely gorgeous shade. I really do like this one. This one is just more my shade. Okay guys, that's it for my lip swatches. So overall the lips are really nice. The shade I really do like is the one I have on just now, and also the shade Rusted Rose. The volcanic shade is a little bit more cooler for my skin tone, but it's still really nice. The formula of these are actually really nice. Like, it's very kind of thin and lightweight. Like, the formula is very thin and lightweight, so it doesn't feel too drying on the lips. And even though that the formula is quite thin, it does give you like a really opaque lip, which is really nice. I mean, especially for a metallic lip, you think you would have to put on layers and layers and layers to make sure that you get that really kind of bold metallic look. Overall, these lips are really nice. The whole range is really nice. Now it is sort of like more of a kind of quirky, unique collection. It's not really so much as an everyday collection, so yeah, it is really nice. Great for nights out, great for glam looks. Yep, I really do love this lip right now. So yeah guys, that is it for this review and tutorial. I really hope you did like and enjoy the video. If you are looking for some more close-up swatches of the products, then check out my blog. I do have a post up there where you can see some more close-ups of the shades. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video guys. Give it a big thumbs up if you really did like and enjoy it. Hit the subscribe button just right there, and I will speak to you very soon in my next video. Bye! Mwah.